Good evening, everyone. So we will start within few minutes. So I request everyone, you can share the link with your friends and family members, whoever can join. So this is a Women's Day special. So let's make every woman to smile. So let's share this link and we will start within few minutes. Till then, you can enjoy the music. I will share.
Who said I have to find who I am? Who said that I am already loved? Which one am I now, girl? I'm grateful for beauty.
Good evening, everyone. So today we have with us our special host for the session. She is a very wonderful student and also a team, part of team, a Positive Health Healers Foundation. Her name is Ovia and she is a student of psychology and today she will be going to host today's session. So we will going live within few seconds and over to you, Ovia, for further session. Are you there,
Good
Ovia?
evening, everyone. I'm Ovia. It's pleasure hosting this program in front of all of you. Thank you. And can I proceed with the session or still waiting for everyone to come?
Okay. Yes, we will wait for few minutes.
Okay, ma'am.
Till then, I request everyone to have your notebook and pen ready. We have a wonderful guest speakers today, and we're looking forward to learn from you. You know how we women can empower each other, how we women can empower ourselves. So get ready and yes, share with your all women friends, your ladies groups. Let's make this session rocking. And yes, we will wait for 1 or 2 minutes, then we will start because slowly everyone can join. And we are also live as well. If you get the live link, you can share that as well with your friends as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? It's time for the final countdown.
YouTube channel. So let's get ready
The
for the
show
final countdown
starts
now.
in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go!
So good evening, everyone. Now over to you, Ovia. We are live. We can start. Go ahead.
Okay, Mom. Good evening, everyone. I'm Ovya Shri, pursuing BSc Psychology in Madurai. I take immense pleasure in hosting this session organized by Positive Health Healer Foundation. Being in the month of March, undoubtedly, the most important day is Women's Day. Women's Day is said to be a day to embrace ourselves being a woman. A woman is like a tea bag. You can't tell how strong she is until you put her in hot water, said Eleanor. Women's Day is to celebrate the strength, resilience, and beauty of women on this day. So, thereby, I'm grateful to say that today's session is based on topic women empowerment. Women in different field is rocking and creating sensation. I take great privilege in introducing today's speaker, Miss Pooja Kapoor, Miss Vibha Kapoor, Dr. Vidya Hari Iyer, Miss Payal Gupta, Miss Supriya Adil Pali, and our coach Shweta Bajaj. I request everyone to make yourself comfortable to connect with God and meditate for at least 2 minutes. Thank you.
Yes, Ovia.
Thank you, everyone. I hope everybody's fresh and ready for the session. Firstly, I would like to introduce our first speaker for the session, Ms. Pooja Kapoor,
Hello.
hypnotherapist, teacher, and motivational speaker. Ms. Pooja Kapoor is an affirmation and visual expert in clients to achieve success and happiness. She imparts emotional healing therapy to help people identify the root cause and remove blockage to attain harmony. She has written blogs on emotional well being, conducted various workshops related to the important topics. She is a social worker and volunteering in counseling services and is branch coordinator of NGO Spiritual Health and Inner Academy. She is dedicated to using her potential to enrich the lives of others. I take immense pleasure welcoming Pooja Kapoor to address the gathering.
Thank you, Ovia. Thanks for the kind introduction. And thank you so very much, Shweta, for giving me an opportunity to represent my organization. You're confident on your platform. I'm working as a hypnotherapist and counselor with Your Confident. So we work to spread mental health awareness and provide counseling services. And in most of the counseling sessions with my client, I have observed that lack of assertiveness is one of the major cause of stress, anxiety, and depression. I hope you have given host rights to Your Confident. She'll be sharing the slide. So, Samarpita, if you can. Yeah. So today, when we are talking about women empowerment, I think assertiveness is one of the very important soft skills that we need to ponder. Slide number 2, please. Every day, we are in situations where being assertive can help us, like asking a house helper to wash the clothes nicely, or maybe while buying grocery, or talking to your child, or your friend, or maybe your in laws. So, first of all, let us try to understand what being assertive means. So, being assertive is a core communication skill. Next slide, please. Assertiveness can help you express yourself effectively and stand up for your point of view. It helps you to do this while respecting the rights and beliefs of others. Being assertive can also help boost your self esteem and earn others' respect. This can help with stress management. It may especially help to reduce stress if you tend to take on too many responsibilities because you have a hard time saying no. No, some people seems to be naturally assertive. But if you are not assertive, you can learn to be. So first, let us try to understand why assertiveness is important. It's important because assertiveness is based on mutual respect. It's an effective and diplomatic communication style. Next slide, please. Being assertive shows that you respect yourself because you are willing to stand up for your interests and you express your thoughts and feelings. It also demonstrates that you are aware of others' right and willing to work on resolving conflicts. Of course, it's not just what you say, but also how you say it. That is important. So, assertive communication is direct and respectful. Being assertive gives you the best chance of successfully delivering your message. If you communicate in a way that's too passive or too aggressive, your message get lost because people are too busy reacting to your delivery. So before we move further, let us first try to understand what is being passive or aggressive. Next slide. If your style is passive or non-assertive, you may seem to be shy or overly easygoing. You may routinely say things such as, I'll just go with whatever the group decides. You tend to avoid conflict. But then what is the problem in avoiding conflicts? No? Because the message you are sending is that your thoughts and feelings are not as important as those of other people. In essence, when you are too passive, you allow others to ignore your wants and needs. Say, for example, you say yes when you want something, when a colleague asks you to take over a project, even though you are already busy. The extra work means you will have to work overtime and you might miss your daughter's dance classes, say, for example, and you're in this situation, your intention may be to keep the peace, but always saying yes can poison your relationships. And worse, it may cause you internal conflict because your needs are always second. Your needs are always coming second. The internal conflict that can be created by passive behavior can lead to stress, resentment, seething anger, feeling of victimization, desire to take revenge, doubting or questioning your own judgment. So, friends, take a pause and introspect that are you being passive? And now consider the other side. If your style is aggressive, you may come across as a bully who ignores others' needs, feelings, and opinions. You may appear self righteous or superior, but aggressive people embarrass, intimidate, and scare others, and may even be physically threatening. So, you may think gets you what you want. However, it comes at a aggression, weakness, leading them to avoid you. Like there are some people, they're very rude. And after giving their rude statements, very confidently they'll say, मुझे तो चलाकियां नहीं आती हैं, मैं ऐसे नहीं कर सकती कि मन में कुछ और जुबान पे कुछ और, मेरे तो दिल में जो आता है ना मैं एकदम साफ बस बोल देती हूँ. So, excuse me, please try to understand. We need to convey our message politely. No, सच्चाई को सभ्यता के साथ बोलिए, right? And now we'll talk about passive aggression, like passive aggressive behavior. If you communicate in passive aggressive manner, you may say yes when you want to say no, but you may be sarcastic or complain about others behind their back. Rather than confront an issue directly, you may show your anger and feelings through your actions or negative attitude. You may have developed a passive aggressive style because you are uncomfortable being direct about your needs and feelings. We can understand this with the help of an example. Suppose your spouse told you that today we'll go out for a dinner. Now, this poor fellow got engaged with some work in office and rescheduled the dinner date to maybe next day. Now, when he comes back home from office, you'll not eat anything that day. And you'll just say, आज तो मुझे भूख ही नहीं है. And you are trying to give an impression, oh, poor me. But over time, passive aggressive behavior damages relationship and it weakens mutual respect. So now we'll discuss few tips on how to practice assertiveness. But before that, I would like to share an example to help you better understand and relate the concepts to daily life situations. Suppose there is a get together at your friend's place. Now, the host asks you a simple question: would you like to have a tea or coffee? So maybe you have a special liking for tea, but your answer is anything will do. This is a passive behavior. Second possibility, 8 out of 10 people say we want to have tea. And you being, dil ki bahut saaf mahila, very confidently you will say, पहले मेरी कॉफी बना दे यार, फिर बाद में सबको पिलाती रहना चाहे. So that also happens. And third possibility, you want to have coffee, but one or two of your friends said, यार सब चाय पी रहे हैं, तू भी चाय पी लेना. So at that time you said yes. But later, when tea is served, you'll say, नहीं मुझे तो कुछ भी नहीं चाहिए, मुझे तो चाय भी नहीं चाहिए, ओह आज तो मेरे सर में दर्द हो गया, मैं तो कॉफी के बिना रह नहीं सकती, and other statements like this. So this is passive aggressive behavior. So now, as and you can think of the best solutions according to your situations and all relations. Here, I would like to share one of my clients, a very confident and balanced lady, managing everything very well in her office, had behavior at home. And after interacting with her, it was found that her mother in law was an excellent cook and she was an average cook. So, just to cover up her shortcoming or maybe the guilt of not being an excellent cook, affected her behavior at home. And she said yes for everything. So, friends, many of us do that. Maybe because our parents are financially not as strong as our in laws, or maybe your brother as educated as your brother-in-law. Yeah, the अच्छे gift आते हैं as compared to from your parents' side. But here I want you to understand that we all are different personalities. Accept your situation, and if you can do something about it, do it. But do not say yes when you want to say no. Next slide, please. And how to do that? So, first of all, use body language. Next slide. Communication isn't just verbal. Act confidently. Even if you are not feeling it, keep an upright posture, make regular eye contact, maintain a neutral or positive facial expression. Do not cross your arms or legs. Face the person. Practice assertive body language in front of mirror or with your friend or colleague. In addition to what you say, your body language and facial expressions are very important. So you can practice, confident body language. Next is keep emotions in check. Conflict is hard for most people. Maybe you get angry or frustrated, or maybe you feel like crying. Although these feelings are typical, but they can get in the way of resolving the conflict. If you feel too emotional going into a situation, wait a bit if possible, then work on remaining calm. Breathe slowly, keep your voice even and firm, and start small. Next slide. First, practice your new skills in situations that are tackling a difficult situation at work or maybe with your family member or relative. Evaluate yourself after that. Needed. When you start working on yourself to be assertive, if you have spent years silencing yourself, becoming more assertive probably overnight. Or if anger leads you to be too aggressive, you may need to learn some anger management techniques. And if despite your best efforts, you are not making progress, next slide, please. If you're not making progress towards becoming more assertive, consider formal assertiveness training. And if certain issues such as anger, stress, anxiety, or fear are getting into your way, consider taking a mental health, talking to a mental. Begin to express your true feelings and needs more easily. So, friends, be assertive and spread happiness. With this, I'll conclude my talk. Thanks for having me. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Assertiveness is something that many people lack and has to work on. So I ask Anita ma'am to conduct the Q&A session. Anita ma'am.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity to take the question and answer. That was a very interesting session from you, Pooja ma'am, and thank you so much for it. And friends, if you have any questions, you can go ahead with it.
Ma'am, questions we can
One
take at
question.
last.
हाँ,
Yes,
one
yes.
question. हस्बैंड वाइफ
Yes,
रिलेशंस
yes.
के ऊपर अगर मैम थोड़ा कुछ होता तो बहुत अच्छा लगा. थैंक यू मैम, आपका इंटरेक्शन बहुत, स्पीच बहुत अच्छा लगा. इसके ऊपर थोड़ा अगर
May I know your good name, please? I'll quickly answer your question.
हाँ, my name is Rashmi Basu. I'm in Kolkata.
Yeah, Reshmi, see, I'm a big fan of ma'am. I'm not able to recall her name. Symbiosis की जो है lady. See, मुझे नाम नहीं याद आ रहा, जबकि मैं उन्हें बहुत फॉलो करती हूँ. Husband wife relationship, what I have seen is missing is mutual respect. That is missing. मैंने अगर बच्चों को पढ़ाया, तुम घर आए हो, तुम भी पढ़ाओ. मैंने अगर बच्चों को नहलाया, आज संडे है, तुम भी नहलाओ. Is there any competition? हर कोई किसी किसी फील्ड में अच्छा होता है. If your husband is going out and working there, appreciate that. And if you are at home and you are managing house well, you can, अगर हम एक दूसरे को cover up करेंगे, in fact in all the relationship, then it would be wonderful. देखा उसमें ये था कि आप भी उतनी एजुकेटेड हैं जितने आपके हस्बैंड क्यों बच्चों को संभालती थी. एंड वेरी नाइसली शी सेड, मेरे हस्बैंड मेरे लिए एम्पायर खड़ा कर रहे थे, मैं उनसे ये उम्मीद नहीं कर सकती कि घर बच्चों को पढ़ाएं. मैं इतनी क्वालिफाइड बच्चों को पढ़ाती थी. सो इफ वी that kind, he's earning a bread and butter for family, and then I can manage family well. A mutual respect, that is. ठीक है, हर किसी की फैमिली का अलग सिनेरियो है. Accordingly, if a mutual respect is there, and if we can clearly see this is something that this person is doing and he or she should not do it, very politely and nicely we can communicate. You see, this is what is expected of you, and I think things will resolve. Things will go great. Thank you.
Thank you
I hope
ma'am.
that answered your question. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for answering that question. And if you have any more questions, friends, you can go ahead with your.
Ma'am, you were speaking about Sudhamurti, na? I may have met her in personally in person
Oh,
in
wow.
Bangalore because she runs the Infosys Foundation. I got the
Yeah,
opportunity to visit her. She's the one role
super.
model how a woman should be. How she
She is
follows her
definitely.
values, so she never gives up her values. How educated how she is. She said, "This is a woman's duty. This is woman's life. We should be like this only. How much we reach. We should not copy others. This one is doing acting. That one is doing. We should never give up our values for anybody or anything. She never compromises on that.
Ah,
I had taken that photo with her
okay,
to keep as a
great, great.
so when you said Sudhamurti, na, that's why I just raised my hand. So
The
you're one
essence
of
is
the
that we have to respect, mutual respect should be there. We should not be in competition with our family members. मैंने ये किया तो तुम ये करो. It should not. Mutual respect should be there, and then
she says if your family is happy only you can work outside. They should not be seeing when you are going to work. They should not be seeing oh she's always concentrating in work. She's not spending time with you. Family is first. She should be the first. She's a very role model, very inspiring
True.
person I have ever met in my life. So your talk is wonderful, ma'am. Lot of learning. God bless
Thank
you,
you.
ma'am.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you,
you.
Mary
Thank
ma'am.
you.
If you're done with the questions, can we move on to the next speaker, Mrs. Vibha Kapoor? And I would call upon my team member to give an introduction to the next person, Mrs. Vibha Kapoor. Ma'am, over to you, ma.
Thank you, ma'am. So I would like to call upon the second speaker, Vibha Kapoor. She is a garment designer and consultant. She has more than 2 decades of experience in designing and personal styling. She has unique way of elevating an individual personality with special focus on appearance management and bespoke designing elements. She's an expert in the area of image consulting workshop as well as group sessions in niche arena. Such a great profile, ma'am. Looking forward for your talk based on topic Women Stand for Women.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you,
for the
ma'am.
warm welcome. And my topic is like Women Stands for Women. It's already justified by Shweta. She took an initiative to create a bunch of all the speakers for today's wonderful day. And thank you to her for giving me opportunity to be a team member for the group. And I start my topic. My topic is empowerment, on empowerment for women stand for women. Like as Pooja ma'am just mentioned about the assertiveness is very very important for if we talk about empowerment. So in generally when we talk about empowerment, empowerment is basically in reinforcement. As per my understanding, reinforcement for the power which we already have within us. So for this, empowering very important so that my reflection or my aura should communicate to other females. So again, I just saying thank you to Shweta for creating this wonderful platform for all of us. I being image coach, I always take some resources in term of apparel or kind of accessories to create to make more empower to make more energy. Like if I'm sorry, I'm not sharing any slide. So I just I want to brief my thoughts. I want to share my thoughts with all of you. Uh, so like if I talk about appearance management, I take so many elements. I use so many elements to create myself empowered so that when I see myself in the mirror, what I communicate to myself, that only communicate that vibes only communicate to other person, which vibes communicate to my mirror, that communicate to other person, the other person again only. It's not about only about the glare or not only about the image, how attractive I'm looking. It's not about that. It's basically to create a positive energy or energy which infectious to others. It could be positive, it could be negative. So like so many time in life we feel low as per the situation, as per could be the lifespan, or could be the period of time we are into downs. So in that moment we need to check where is the leakage, how I can create that positive energy for myself. That is empowerment. Empowerment for myself. First, it could be any way. For example, if I talk about 4 different women, there's a different ways to create energy or positive aura for self. But everyone need to work out on their own. Where is the leakage? How I can convert my negative energy into positive energy. So where is the gap? What can I do best to uplift the energy and could be my just energy, and when it's continuous process. Once we start touch your family members, your surroundings, your society, your country, and could be move on. So for this thing, I just quickly want to sum up my today's talk with the few key points. Like 4 A's is the 4 A's where I talk about dressing, how we can create positive and positive vibes when we see in the mirror and we feel we are not confident maybe, and we feel some lack of energy. If we talk about our dressing, we always should dress attractively so that we love ourselves. At least we should appreciate ourselves. When we appreciate ourselves, then only others appreciate us. And if we talk about the second A, that is affordable. We must buy clothes in a manner in such a cost which not affect our mental, which not create any mental struggle, or which should not create any stress after purchasing the outfits. And third A is like authentic. What who I am basically. I can't follow anyone else. If I try to follow anyone else, even though it's 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 templates come in, we have covered like all authentic, attractive, affordable, and appropriate. Like once we are going for any occasion, like being home, being office. If at home we try to dress in a very very professional manner, so that suppress other family members' confidence. Like we are not here at home, we are not supposed to be a bossy, but we if we still carry that clothing, that impact other person's confidence also. So we must see where should be what should be the requirement of our clothing. We want to empower ourselves, or we want to empower our family member, or if we are in an office setup, definitely we need some powerful clothes, we need to be powerful so that we can powerfully handle our work. So these are the 4 A's which we keep in mind for our dressing, to keep ourselves more settled and positive mind. So now I just want to quickly complete my talk about the women empowerment. Only women empowerment is only possible when we can create empowering state for ourselves. Then only we can create for others. And if women empowerment is nothing like that, we pull other person. If we talk about the gender equality, and if we talk about other rights and responsibilities, it's equally it's like when we are empowering and uh, we are like sparkling with with that aura, other person also affect in a positive manner. So that is a real empowerment for the family, for the society. So we must see in our in our empowerment thing, we should not hurt somebody, we should not empower someone's original personality. So that is because that also again, if we empower other person, that also win-win situation for us also. So thank you for today. I just conclude my topic here. Like when we relate ourselves, sorry, the way we relate ourselves, the society relate with us in a same way. And at last, I would say still the same woman in a different attire and in a different mindset can create wonders. Initially, we need to fake it till we make it. So gradually, it's become a habit or it's become a part of our personality. Thank you so much for today evening. And anyone, if want to ask something, you can ask, please.
Thank you, Vibha ma'am, for those wonderful and valuable inputs which you have given. You spoke about the 4 A's. Dress up attractively, and it should also be affordable, authentic, and appropriate way of dressing. And one should take care of oneself, and that is more important for us to empower ourselves and to take care of others. And thank you so much. And friends, if you have any questions, you can go ahead with your questions. Yes, ma'am, you've raised your hand. You can go ahead with
Hi,
your
ma'am.
question.
It's a new topic for me, but what you said, but very true. According to your profession, according to the dress you like to wear, is very good. Lot of takeaway. I learned lots from your session because it's a new topic for me. It's very informative. I jotted down points also. Thanks for the
Thank you so much.
informative. Yes.
Thank you, Mary ma'am. Friends, if you have any questions, please go ahead. If you're done with the questions, can we move on to the next speaker? Over to you, Ma, for the introduction to the next speaker. And thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. You made it clear that grooming influences our confidence. And I would like to call upon our coach, Shweta Bajaj, ma'am, to address the guest.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, ma'am. It's a really wonderful talk on image. I can say it is very important. We have to, every woman must work on this thing. Every woman is, and wonderfully you have explained every A affordable and everything. So I just want to share in women empowerment, the main topic, the nutrition. Every woman, when it comes to look, when it comes to empowerment, communication, then also the woman must take the inside part. Sometimes we are taking outside very seriously, we're not taking inside seriously, so we have to take inside also seriously. So today I choose the topic is nutrition redefined. And when we say about women, women for W stands for wheel of family. Women is a support system of family. Any family you can take, a woman, it's not about particular a woman. Woman is a costume. Male also, like in some families, male also are single fathers, so they also like women qualities they have. So we all have to work on our nutrition. And O stands for, you can say, the ocean of knowledge. Women is the ocean of knowledge, and where we have to work on our nutrition. I just want to share some tips. Before that, if any one of you can relate, we women face with different phases of life. We have different phases of life. First, there is a teenager phase, and then pre-menopause, then menopause, then old age. Then different kinds of changes happen in, if particularly women, I can say, different changes happen in hormonal system, and the women do not even take care of that body. Women can take care of everyone, family, kids, husband, like before the question arises, हर कोई पूछना चाहता है, husband relationships or mother relationship, but the woman herself not take care of herself. That is the thing. And that where the system came, not only about the physical health but also emotional health. It is correlated. If the mental health is not good, the physical health get affected. I hope you get a lot of understanding about this. And if physical health is not good, then mental health also get affected. The women get easily irritated and there is no energy, and we always get so irritated and we're not able to work. We get so lazy, procrastinate, and we have to work on that. So women empowerment means women do not have to be depend on anyone for anything. If women must be independent, because we all are independent souls, we all are independent, so we must not be dependent on any male or any child, or children, or anyone. And for that, what we can do? First, we have to take care of the nutrition in the food, what we are preparing. Now, when we prepare the food, we often think carbohydrates, proteins, like vitamins, minerals. You have heard these kinds of terms, but I'm not talking about those terms. That is also there. But the main thing which I want to share with all women and everyone listening this talk is we have to take care what while making the food, what is our aura? While making the food, what is in our mind? What is in our thought system? Sometimes we think about other women. Sometimes we talk about other family, what is happening in there, what is happening in that, and that way we are putting that kind of creative energy in our food. So we have to take care of that thing while preparing food. And then comes while eating food. When we eat food, we must take care and first pray God, or we have to energize the food. Then only we have to eat it. It becomes, brings the power to the food. And your heart open to the gratitude. And then comes the nutrition aspect. We must take care what we are taking, whether it is good for our health or not. Sometimes we have BP problem, diabetes, sugar, lots of issues are there. But then also we are taking food which is not good for us. So we have to be very, very, correct. We have to be very, very see every detail of the food which we are taking. Not too fried, not too outside processed foods, not too sugary food, not too salty food. These all aspects we have to cover. And if you cook yourself, it is the best part. Because when we go outside, we go eat outside food, we do not even know. We do not even know the food is good and what they put in that. But if you cook, you have to pre-plan for cooking. If you are cooking something, you have to pre-plan. You have to pre-plan the ingredients, you have to pre-plan the fruits, vegetables, whatever you want, spices, condiments, everything you must have in your kitchen, so that during preparation you can make the quick meals as well. That is very, very important. This is general thing you everyone is aware of, but today I want to give the reminder, because we are aware of all these things, but we forget these things. We have to be very specific about it. And as a woman, even male or female, like woman is a, I just say the male and female is a costume kind of. So everybody can make a change in their family, make a change in the family, not only physical but also emotional. If you cook with very love, motherly love, everyone will say, "Ma ka khana sabse acha." When the mother love food is like very delicious. We missed it when we go outside. We missed it. Why so? Because it is prepared with love. It is prepared with compassion, selfless giving nature. So that's how we have to prepare our food. That's how we have to not only take care of our nutrition aspect, but also the vibrational aspect as well. And then comes one thing, one mistake we every woman or everyone who cook food is do not take care of utensil. We always cook in any utensil we have in our home. We do not know this utensil is harmful for us, because when we cook food in any utensil, the utensil leach out. Okay, the cookware leach out, and the leachings, that things specifically go into the food. It affects us. For example, if you know in note side we do generally iron kadhai. Iron ki kadhai hoti hai. Then we say when we cook in iron kadhai, the iron nutrient will go into food and it becomes black or like that. It is the proof that the leaching happen. It is the proof that the leaching happen of cookware. So we must take care of cookware. We must take care. We are not you do not use aluminium cookware. Do not use aluminium cookware. Use copper or use non-stick. Non-stick also, but make sure which is best for you and affordable for you. I'm not telling the names or what is specific, but this is the mistake we usually do. Next, hydration level. We never take care of our hydration level. Now, if I ask you one question right now, every one of you, how many of you have a water bottle beside you or in front of you and here and there, or a glass of water beside you? So you can raise your hand or you can answer in chat box. If you do not have this water glass beside you, means you are not taking the water care. Because you never know whenever you require the water, right? So you must, yes, always with me, ma'am, yes. So you must take care, and lots of hand raise are there. You must take care of these things. You must have a water with you, a glass of water, filled, unfilled, just have it with you. And if I ask you one more question, how many of you have a positive thoughts like written in front of you? A positive, you can say visual thoughts written in front of you. It is over
I have,
there.
ma'am.
Yes,
Pooja Kapoor. I have.
yes.
I can even too.
Yes, that is very, very important. We must have, see, we must have our positive aura of environment. Environment affects us. Environment is bigger than willpower. So we must take care of our environment outside as well as inside. As in starting, or we are very wonderfully start the session with the meditation of 2 minutes of remembrance of God. And this is the way when every day, after every hour, we can take 1 minute to just remember and remind ourselves how blessed we are, right? So this is the wonderful way of your started, and we are so grateful to have her. And yes, also the next thing which I want to share with you on nutritional aspect is exercise. So now you can type in chat box. Very be frank and very be truthful. I know it is kind of sometimes we share. How many minutes you exercise? You can share in chat box how many minutes you exercise, or you can raise your hands whether you exercise or not. Exercise is just movement. Okay, you can do dance, you can do aerobics, you can do Pilates, Zumba, yoga, different exercise, 5 to 10 minutes. See, yes, you have to work on this. We women, if we want to be strong, we want to be independent, we want to empower, we must work on our physical strength. I always guide everyone. We must work on our physical strength. And do not restrict it to the age. We usually have an excuse. I am so aged, I am 30 crores, I am 40 crores, I have these issues, I have that issues. Then also you can work out. Even minimum 5 minutes, but yes, you can. Even walking is a workout. So today I want every woman to motivate to, let's start out, right? This is the time to care for ourselves. This is the time to go for workout, go for a walk in the park, connect with the nature. Next question I have for all of you is, how many of you connect with the nature? You can type in chat box or you can raise hand. How many of you go in park, or you have your home garden, or connect with nature is not only park but also seeing, watching birds, uh, at night watching stars, or watching moon, or lots of things, right? Going on scroll, like walking. Connecting with nature is so important, guys. I friends, if I say you, nature provides us too much. We are not even capable to give it back. Yes, we are not even capable of giving it back. We're so blessed that nature provides us so selflessly. So we have to go in nature, appreciate it. And when we do connect with nature, if any kind of lifestyle disorder you have, any kind, severe to severe, cancer, severe to severe lifestyle disorder, there are chances to reverse back. There are chances to reverse back. If little lifestyle change we will do, it will help everyone. So thank you so much. I just want to share these kinds of reminders to you on this platform, on this women empowerment panels talk. That we all women work on ourselves. And yes, when we work on ourselves, when we work on ourselves, then our children, our family, the environment changes. And one more thing, woman is the mirror of children. If women have that good habits, early wake up, meditation, walking, exercise, making good food, plating habits, the kids replicate, the children replicate. It is so frequent, they grasp you and so easily. If you want your children to eat good food, you must eat. You show them what is the quality, what is the benefits of eating that food. If you want your husband, you want your family members to appreciate you, you must first appreciate them. They automatically reciprocate. So thank you so much. Over to you, Obia.
Thank you so much, ma'am. You made us all think in a different perspective. And Anita, ma'am, can you proceed with the question I'm asking?
Yeah, thank you so much once again for those valuable inputs and very thoughtful points given by you, Shweta. And we can go ahead with the questions. Mary, ma'am, you've raised your hand again. Please go ahead with your question.
Actually, no, when we're eating, one phone call comes now, immediately that person goes and takes the photo. Because my mom always tells, if God comes next to you, also you should not leave the plate and go. You should give respect for food. So many people are struggling for food. When we pray and we eat food till we finish, should not touch the phone, she tells. But and you should cook with love for your family. If you cook, whether you're doing simple dish also, just one dal, cook with love for your family, you're cooking for your husband, your children, that dish will come. That's one thing. It's two takeaways I took from your session, and all the best. God bless you, Shweta. Take care.
Thank you, Mary, ma'am. Friends, if you have any questions, please go ahead.
And thank you so much, Mary ma'am. Yes, it is very important. If you are eating something and any phone arrives, just there is option of message, reply back. There is option on front. I will call you back. That kind of message we just drop, and then after that we can call back at our ease, because sometimes we are in different sessions, different areas. Sometimes I also miss some sessions. I also get late in some sessions. I know my schedule is there. But yes, sometimes happen. It's okay. It's okay. But whatever you're doing, just focus on that. That is very important. Thank you so much. Yes, Fire ma'am.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
very beautiful session. No doubt you have raised all the reminders. No question as such, yes, but I also do follow mindfulness while doing. I try to do every time, but yeah, of course, in the time of cooking, I do. And when we cook, our vibrations also transfer. So yeah, definitely, it also works. So very well said. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Payal ma'am. If you're done with the questions, can we move on to the next speaker? We have Dr. Vidya Hari Iyer ma'am, and kindly introduce, may I call upon my team member to introduce our speaker for today, Dr. Vidya Hari Iyer. Over to you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. So I would like to call upon the fourth speaker, Dr. Vidya Hari Iyer, a dentist, psychotherapist, and counselor.
Yes,
Dr.
Ovia,
Vidya Hari Iyer is a passionate dentist, psychotherapist, and a counselor. The multi talented entrepreneur is also a half marathoner, animal lover, positive social media influencer, artist, passionate dancer, classical singer, poetess, author, jewelry designer, social activist, investing time in feminine concern of cancer, love adventure, sports, and traveling. Dr. Vidya is a reputed speaker on forums on state, national, and international portals. She has numerous publications indicate international journal to her credit. Her passion for teaching has made her favorite teacher for over 2 decades. She is nothing less than an inspiration to youth, an absolute positive woman go-getting attitude who wins million hearts with radiant smile. She has lots of qualifications and current position is director and founder of Smile Dental Clinic in Chennai, consultant dental surgeon and implantist, laser gold cosmetic and aesthetic consultant, and so on. She has got so many awards and titles like Best Citizen of India Award in 2008, Glory of Indian Award, and Indian International Friendship Society, and so on. And lastly, an author of Going Green, a manual of waste management for dental practitioners, March 2007, released by JP Publications. Over to you, ma'am.
Ovia, I think we have to wait for Vidya ma'am. I just
Okay.
got reminder from her. So we can
Mhm.
move to next speaker.
Okay, ma'am.
Just I just checking up with her. Yes.
Okay, I would like to call upon the next speaker, Mrs. Payal Gupta, ma'am. She's a teacher, a positive affirmation, motivation speaker, and counselor. Founder of Healing Space Counseling Center, Noida. She has done MSc in counseling and spiritual health, MA in psychology, and various skill development courses. She has conducted various workshops for parents, students, and relationship issues, anxiety, and adjustment problems. Being a psychologist, she gives online and offline counseling, has good experience of working with NGOs, VTC, online helpline. She has helped people overcome health issues and set a good lifestyle. Ma'am, over to you.
Ma'am, you're on mute.
So, thank you, Olivia, and thank you for this beautiful invitation and all the, uh, I mean, this bouquet of speakers. They are wonderful, definitely, and they have given lot of things, lot of input regarding women health, women mental health, and women empowerment. So, my topic is more or less relate to it, and I want to say that being women, they have to play different roles. And while doing those roles, sometimes we perform good, and sometimes results are not up to the mark, which make us feel low. And gradually, we are in self doubt and low confidence. These negative beliefs and thoughts about ourselves can cause us some self sabotage and pull us back from achieving our dreams. So, to continue with this, I just want to share my PPT. And my topic for today is positive emotion. Is my PPT
Yes, ma'am.
for
Yes.
healthy me? And as Shweta said, that we have to be healthy, because when the woman is healthy, then the and she is able to play all the roles in a beautiful manner. And when I'm talking about relationships, so as a woman, we are playing many relationships, mother, wives, uh, not even when I'm talking about a teen, she is a sister, then at adulthood, she is playing role of take, I mean, a daughter, a taking care, daughter as a mother, as a sister, so many need not to explain. So in this, we are going to understand that what is affirmation, positive affirmation for healthy me, and affirmations for my relationship. So, what is basically affirmation? Affirmations are phrases or statements that are used to challenge unhelpful or negative thoughts. In the early 20th century, Napoleon Hill coined the term life. Affirmations to improve their mood, increase their confidence. They want to channelize their energy towards their dream. Many times, if I make you understand by a simple example, many times we have self doubt that I will be able goal, and whether I will be able ओम कोई आप किसी चीज को बड़ी शिद्दत से चाहते हैं तो सारी कायनात उसमें लग जाती है उसको आपसे मिलाने के लिए, राइट? सो affirmations work exactly in the same manner. You give your 100%, but when there is something lacking, right? Those vibrations. So those things, those energy, that energy you will get from these affirmations. If let's say a lady is using not these kind of negative words with the means a group of words, so that thing comes under negative affirmations, right? So we are discussing about positive affirmations because positive affirmation give us positive strength as the name suggests. So positive affirmations are statements or mantras we can use to change our mental habits with positive ones. So next, if I'm talking red apple? Is it green apple? Is it Washington apple or Shimla apple? Or I'm talking about Apple phone, Apple iPad, or laptop? So my mind is confused. So while visualizing the thing, I have to be very clear. I love red Washington app. So now my subconscious mind is very much clear that yes, this is what she wants. Now I have to associate some feelings, the love towards. It's not about just repeating those words again and again. I love apple, I love apple, no. There should be some feelings. And of course, when you are expressing your feelings toward your visualization, certainly there is a need of an environment. Like in the very beginning, when we start with meditation, so there was 2 minutes silence, right? So if I say you are doing you are doing affirmation, you are visualizing the things sitting in the bus, only a master can do. But in the beginning, I'll say that there should be an environment so that it will be easy for you to visualize the things in a proper manner. These are some health and healing affirmations which I have use the same language. It's not like that today you are saying in Hindi, next day you are visualizing in English, because our subconscious also understand the language, right? So I radiate good health. I deserve good health. I bless my body daily. I love being healthy. Every cell of my body is filled with positivity. So when I say these things with an emotion, trust me, you will certainly have a goosebump, because these are such a beautiful words. I'm vibrant, radiant, and beautiful means when you visualize these things, you will out of the world. Certainly, the positive energy transfer in you everywhere, in every cell. And certainly, whatever affirmations you are visualizing, definitely it will work. My mental and physical health is in perfect shape. So there is no chance of any doubt. There is no chance of any self doubt. No no low self esteem. So every time when you write these affirmation or you visualize these things, you will get the power to do what you want. So next, I'm talking about forgiveness. So why I'm taken this beautiful word forgiveness? Just because next I'm going to take you to the topic affirmations of relationship. So when I'm talking about relationship, in relationship, we have hot and cold moments. Sometimes we feel aggressive, sometimes we have a fight. So I'm not saying when we have a fight it's wrong, because not two people will be same. And when we are in a family, so certainly I can't say all will be same. It's just next to impossible, right? So when we have different flowers in a bouquet, so certainly everyone is having different fragrance. Same way, if I'm hurt by some of the incident happened in the family, so I can't make a good relationship with that particular fellow until or unless I have forgive him. We can never be free of bitterness as long as we continue to think unforgiving thoughts. When we feel that we are stuck in some situation, or when our affirmations are not working, this is the second stage. First is I start giving positive affirmation to my relationship, let's say to my kids, to my family members, to my partner, to my friends. But while giving the affirmation, I feel that I get stuck somewhere. So it means there is need of some more forgiveness. So you have to give one step back. You have to forgive. You have to feel while doing sitting in silence. You have to feel which episode, which incident still disturbs you. Because forgiveness is not a simple word that just feel that yes, I am sorry, Papa, I did this wrong, or I'm sorry, whatever things you have done wrong to me. No, Means these are simple examples. I'm not quoting this to anything personal. So not just to say words, just to uh, repeat the words. This is about feeling. When you have by heart, you say, yes, this is the time I am really forgiving everyone, right? So you will be in position to make a relationship. You will be in position to feel the affirmation, those words, those positive words for the relationship. So that's why I took pause. And my next thing is affirmation for relationship. So relationship affirmations are encouraging words we tell to ourselves to have a happier and more meaningful relationship with partner, kids, family, and friends. So now I am very clear, I am very free because I don't have any kind of grudges. I forgive everyone. I don't have any enemy. I don't have any emptiness. I don't have any bitterness for anyone. So I am a free flowing person. So now I am able to write the exact words, write the words for affirmation, and I can ponder my feelings towards those words, towards those things, those positive words I have selected, right? So as I have selected 2, 3 examples, my partner and me are in a loving, committed, and strong relationship. My love towards my partner grows stronger each passing day. Me and my partner give our quality time and attention to our relationship. Now, question arises that how can I write these words when my partner is not giving me his valuable time? How can I write false statement? So this is what I'm saying. You want, your target is, this is what the word you have selected, a bunch that you formed for your relationship. So you have selected a dream for you, a target for you, or this is the relationship you want actually. So to attain those relationships, you are taking the step and you are visualizing that your partner is also giving 100% of his time, right? So you have to visualize the positive things, whether it is actually happening or not. Then it will definitely work. And when the husband see the positive things in your eyes, then definitely, because see, love has no language. This is what I feel, and I read in many articles also. When you have the positive feeling toward your relationship and your husband will see that positive feelings in your eyes, then certainly he will also attract and he will also try to give his 100% where he is lacking behind. Because in a relationship, willingly, no two person want to behave in a opposite manner. If you are behaving in a good manner, you are giving your 100%, then certainly your partner will also do. So thank you. And this is what I want to say. Though this topic affirmation is very big topic, I think I have done justice with this. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Payal ma'am, for that very thoughtful and meaningful session on positive affirmations. Mary ma'am, you've raised your hand. Please go ahead with your question.
One thing I liked about your thing is forgiveness. This incident happened to me last June. Some misunderstanding. I supposed to bring had a misunderstanding with a person, and that person is coming a speaker as a speaker for Ravindra sir. I got really angry with that person. Then Ravindra sir told, if you are not okay, Mary, I'll only speak to him. You don't speak if you are still not able to convince him. I said, no, sir. I'm a child of God. If he doesn't, he's keeping that in mind. I will approach. I'll tell him, sir, you come for this. You leave that one. That is personal. This is professional. You come. I will take this step. You don't take, sir. I will try to speak to him. If he doesn't, if still he is not able to. I have forgiven from my heart. I left it that day only when I went home. I will speak to him and I will make him come, sir. That is my assurance for you, I said. I made that attempt. I called him, like how I spoke to before I had that misunderstanding, I spoke and I bought that person. I felt happy. What he thought, I don't know. But he's a very good friend of mine, 13 years in Bangalore. And he's helped me a lot in my profession. He's from different profession. I'm from different profession. So, but then I thought, why don't I take that extreme step? If he's done the mistake, why I should do? So, in that way, your topic really related to me, forgiveness.
Thank you, Mary.
And
Thank you,
the
Mary.
first time I saw your session was like you love your family so much. That one thing I learned from you. You spoke about your two sons. You spoke about your husband. I show Payal is a very family-oriented woman. That's really I took a takeaway from this. That time he was new to me. I don't know about much about. I know other members in Yellow Pond, but I didn't know about who's Payal Gupta. But that first session you said, I thought one day if I get married, I should be like Payal. that inspiration it bought for me because you told about your sons, how you explain certain things to your sons, how you can explain to some personal things, ladies' things also you can explain to your sons. That day I thought, oh, one day if I get married, I should be like Payal. That I wanted to say an inspiration to you. Not everybody is inspiration for me. Only certain people are inspiration. In that way, if I have to be a family woman, I'll take the example of you.
Thank you. I'm so blessed to have this compliment today.
God
Certainly,
bless
you
you.
make
Take
my day.
care.
Yeah, certainly you
That
make my
really
day.
I wanted to tell you from many sessions, but that and all was psychology oriented. Nah, this in this session I got the option. If I thought one day if I get married and I have to lead my family life, I should be like Payal because how she take care of husband, children. The way you're telling, only you're practicing it. That's why you're preaching. So I really felt that you're practicing it. So you're a great example for me. So in future, if I get married, I follow you. God bless you. All the best.
See, when you
Thank
love
you,
your
Mary ma'am.
family,
Shweta.
so certainly you are trying to feel the emotions related to you, and when you feel stuck somewhere, then certainly you want to find ways, different ways to come out of it. So I'm simply trying to do that. Every woman is great, and every woman is doing their best. But thanks for your compliment.
Inspired that first session I attended, one day I lead my family life. I should be like Payal. That inspiration came from me that day.
Thank you so much, Mary ma'am. And thank you, Payal ma'am. Like it's a really incredible talk. You have shared the affirmations. And it is very important, the self-talk and the aspect that you have got. It's so just want to share the gratitude. It's really very appreciated. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Shweta. If we can go ahead with Dr. Vidya ma'am's, we've already given an introduction to you, ma'am. So you can go ahead with your session. Yeah. Thank you, ma'am. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Anita. Thank you to Shweta for giving me this opportunity to speak. Sorry, I was in another class. I just completed that and I just got into this session. So, good evening once again, and I hope all of you are having a great time and happy Women's Day. I missed hearing Payal. I think, I need to go back to this session recording to understand, what the impact she made. So thank you so much again, Shweta. And my topic today is going to be something which probably all of us, need to restart or rebuild ourselves. Okay. So that's my topic for the day. And just give me a second as I'm going to start sharing my presentation. Shweta, just let me know if you're able to see my screen. Okay. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am. It's visible.
So thank you so much. And we are working on a theme for Women Empower Yourself. And understanding that, I thought, this topic would resonate well with what we have got to say. 8th March is the International Women's Day, and I'm sure all of us celebrated in a very big way. Few must be wondering then why 9th March should be this topic. I guess the entire month, and if possible, every day is a Women's Day, right? We need to celebrate ourselves every single day. So whatever I'm going to share with you today is going to be a accumulated understanding of the world that I have had in the last 28 years that I've served as a dentist, as 23 years as a clinician, 15 plus years as a psychotherapist and a counselor, 15 plus years as a holistic healer, 14 plus years as a nutrition and wellness advisor, and having over 500 plus guest lectures to my credit. So this is exactly what we did yesterday to understand the concept of embrace equity. We will be doing it at the end of my session for sure. I'm not sure if you had done it earlier. I'll find out from Shweta. So the International Women's Day is being observed this year with a theme called Embrace Equity, while the United Nations theme is called Digit All, which is the innovation and technology for gender equality. So equity basically is about, first understanding yourself and embracing yourself. So that's why, it's like self-love. It's the icon is like, you love yourself. And how critical it is to understand what is the kind of gender equity we have got in this world right now. So, embracing equity means facing the truth in our society. All people really don't start from, a level playing field where each of us or all of us have been given the same kind of opportunities. I'm sure we will all beg to differ on that, right? However, if we embrace and work towards equity, and that each individual will get the kind of support and resources according to what they need to succeed, I think we will be able to match up to the theme for this year. Equality, in the other aspect, is about getting an equal opportunity, being it of whatever gender we are, and making the most of our lives and of the talent that we have. It is also of the belief that whoever comes from whichever background, or whatever is their resources, or whatever they have learned, their literacy rate, or whatever the case may be, they will never be held back because of the lack of the opportunities they've got. So it is up to us to understand whether we have got equal opportunity, whether it is in education field, in medical facilities, when it is the job opportunities, whether it is the payment packages that we have got in life, the freedom to choose whatever we want, right from our clothes to the way we want to present ourselves, or the freedom to live. It's very important, my dear friends, for us to actually understand this basic concept and to go into a self-realization mode to understand if we have faced any difficulties ourselves, and if yes, how did we get over, or how did we overcome to become to the position that we hold today, so that we can be influencers in today's society. As Dr. Ayana Howard said, women have a unique power of being able to look at the world's problems and discover solutions that transform lives and make the world a better place. So, here's presenting Rebuild Yourself. Some of us might have it all, some of us might be still work in progress. So, I hope that this presentation would really help us to rebuild ourselves. As I was picking up points for today's presentation, I realized there were so many things where I could really tick it off and say, yes, Vidya, you were right. There were so many things, even I felt I needed some more time to get to the zenith. So let's get started. I'm starting with one of my quotes. It says, the most important person in your life is you. Be happy, stay optimist, bounce back on life. Be courageous and resilient. Be committed to self-care and love yourself immensely because you are unique. So I'm just going to share, a short video, a peek into my everyday life, and after that, I'll get back to the presentation. So, whatever I've shared so far and what I'm going to share the nuggets, what I exactly do or what exactly I have done in the probably 50 golden years that I have lived on this surface of the earth is what I wish to share with all of you, my dear friends. First is we need to start with the end in mind. Not all of us wish to earn or work till the end of our lives. So if we are failing to plan, we are planning to fail. And all of us start our lives. Just imagine when you started to bud from the time you came out of college, you started on your professional journey. These were our dreams. We dreamt about earning a good fat paycheck, owning a house, having whatever tangible rewards that we wanted from life, having a healthy family, and of course, making the travels to the best destinations of the world that we can offer. So, for all of this to materialize, we need to have a clear vision. A clear vision and supported by your action. I always say, if you look at the word attraction, attraction is a division of two words or addition of two words. So if you divide that attraction, the first part it is to attract and second is to put in action. So when you have a very clear vision, you know exactly what you want to attract. But this would come true only when you put in the desired action. Next is to dream big. When I say dream big, you need to dream big and set goals and take the required action to make your dreams come true. Erase whatever self-doubt you have. Many of us must have heard, I can't do it, or you can't do it, you're not capable, you're not tall, you're not short, you're doing this, you're doing that. So many things which have broken our self, our inner self. So it's very important to remove any fears or self-doubt that we carry along with us as a baggage. So erase completely. Next, way we do many times before it could reach the top. The girl was just going to climb up to help her dog achieve. It's very important for us to never give up till we actually make it. Next is to be very consistent. Consistency is the key to success, and confidence, communication, and curiosity, which are the 3 C's which will help us be consistent to whatever work we do. Next is to improve our growth mindset. I'm sure all of us understand what is the difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. We need to put in our efforts to keep growing, to challenge ourselves, to put ourselves in the uncomfortable zone, to walk out of and move to the Eisenhower's grid really helps us understand how to designate our work into whether it is urgent and important, which we need to do it right now. It's not too urgent, you can postpone it. If it is very important and not something that you need to do it, you can delegate it to your people whom you have confidence in. And if it is not important and not urgent, you need to eliminate it. And I'm sure you'll all nod your heads when I say social media is something which you can put it there. Be an active listener. Being a psychotherapist, a doctor by profession, we need to understand, we need to have a good rapport and build trust with our clients. Active listening skills is something which we need to as many books as possible, because that's the only way you can bring out the best of yourself and move to a higher version of yourself. A leader is a person who would work with his team to get the best out of themselves. Be a leader and not a boss. Never give up in the journey of life. Your victory is just round the corner. When you think, learn to understand yourself. I'm sure all of us know about the SWOT principle. Our strength, our weakness, our opportunities, and our threat. And it is very important for us to understand ourselves, because nobody in this world is going to understand ourselves better than us. We are an active listener. We need to understand than what forget. Follow your moral values to a person and stand up and be a good man. A lot of principles they taught me still affect how I act sometimes, and it's 30 years later. So that's what we say. Nobody knows where the influence of the teacher really stops. I had the privilege of being the youngest and the youngest women president of the biggest and the oldest branch in the country in my dental association. And I can only give credit to all the values that I learned through these years, that the nuggets that I'm sharing with you all today. I was also on a number of podiums where I was able to express my gratitude and give back to the society, where I could empower other women professionals or entrepreneurs, where I could really share the nuggets that I followed. I was awarded the Dental Icon of 2019, the Miss Shakti Award in 2020, the Abdul Kalam Lifetime Achievement Award, and all of this just made me realize what the hard work I had put in, and how more grateful that I need to be to the universe, to my mentors, to everyone who made these things possible for me. And of course, winning the Best Teacher Award, because you will put in your efforts and energy to make that happen. The same school alumna that I studied in gives me so much of pride, because these things are very hard to achieve, especially because every year you have so many children graduating, and how you can be a India's independence, that I had the opportunity to be one among the 75 doctors to be on the social dent. A proud privilege, because only few were handpicked for the achievements they had done. The emotional intelligence is something, again, which all of us need to hone, but it is when you apply what you know which makes a world of difference. Being resilient is another very important quality that each of us need to develop when we think about embracing equity. Some people Sometimes we need to express ourselves and wait for the gratification to come back. Delayed gratification is something we need to learn. As they say, tenacity is the sauce. I can say this from my own personal experience. After having, an accident in 2005, I was almost, my right side of my body was paralyzed for almost 3 months, and I just could not even sit, stand, or sleep. That made life much more difficult. But today, when I see how small steps I had taken to come out of my comfort zone, I just can tell you that, when you put your mind and effort into what you truly believe, everything is possible. So be more proactive and work towards it. ACT stands for action changes things. So whatever you speak, the more you act makes you the best person. So very important thing here is to focus on yourself or mind your own business. That's when you really understand your hidden potential and you will be able to bring out the best part of you. Keep learning new things and be adventurous in the world of life. It's never over till you win is a slogan I would always want all of you to carry forward. I explored into the world of Posh and Popso, working towards women empowerment and helping them understand where to say a no and how sure-footedly to say it with all that they have in themselves. So I say, explore new horizons, reinvent yourself every day, and constantly challenge the challenges. It's only one life you got. Don't just breathe, live your life king size. Take one day at a time and evolve yourself as a person in your journey of life. So here you can see when I interact with a lot of children, lot of workers in offices, and of course being a part of even Shweta's positive health awareness talks, and of course working towards the student community and reaching out to people from all fraternity helps us understand where you need to rise for yourself. Practice gratitude. Start the day with gratitude. And that's how, for the day I have been gifted with. I bless my entire day with whatever I can to help me understand God's hands of protection is going to govern me throughout the day. So my day begins and ends with gratitude. All of us need to understand the spokes of a wheel that we would have our life as. And let's start putting the dots to understand if our life is a bumpy ride or we are growing progressively and organically in all fronts. So, friends, I want you to be with this thought. How do you want to be in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s is what you will design today. So I would ask you this with these 10 nuggets that I would want you to leave today with. Acknowledge the trailblazers, keep achieving, believe in yourself, pass on the baton to the younger generation, know yourself and keep exploring, speak out when in need, listen actively, be present, be mindful, and prepare for the future and lead by example. So I would end my session with this few lines. I feel any girl or woman has a daredevil heart to dream big and make it possible. I represent the modern Indian woman with deep-rooted culture and etiquette in my upbringing, with zest and zeal to face the world. As I weave the success story of my life with courage to succeed, I dare to say, never ever limit my attitude, and this is just the beginning. Thank you so much, Shweta, for this wonderful opportunity. Thank you, friends, for making me a part of your team today, and I'm open to any questions at this point.
care of oneself. And Shweta, you've raised your hand. You can go ahead with your question. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Anita ma'am, and thank you so much, Vidya ma'am, for sharing your inspirational journey. It's a really, as you mentioned, long time. And some people say this is kind of luck. But मैंने सुना था डायलॉग मूवी में, लक भी उनका अच्छा होता है जो अच्छे प्लेयर होते हैं, जो वर्क हार्ड करते हैं. तो I really appreciate the back end work. We always see the achievement, we always see the flashing things, but we never see the deep down in the iceberg, the struggles, the hard work, the night work. And that thing, I really appreciate ma'am for you that thing, like that never never giving up attitude you have, and we always motivating us with that, because that thing, if we see na hard work and that niche wala, downside iceberg, then upside iceberg is automatic. So thank you so much ma'am.
Thank you so much, Shweta. I will definitely, like to thank you because, you're much younger to me, as good as to be my daughter. So, I understand what you're trying to say. And I would definitely like to share this one snippet which I had in my life. I had my junior doctors working with me, and one of them, few years back, came and told me, "Ma'am, you've got so many awards, so many things. Why don't you slow down right now? Why don't you take it easy?" and things like that. And I said, beta, whatever I'm achieving right now is not for the work I did today or yesterday. It is for what I did 10 years back. That is when I'm getting the recognition today. And I am not working for recognition. You need to start working with passion. Recognitions, money, everything would keep coming. Those are all the secondary benefits of what you would get. The first benefit that each of us need to feel is the personal satisfaction. Whether I'm cooking a dish or I'm cleaning my toilet or I'm working as a dentist, all of that work is equal for me. Labor, hard work is similar in all these places. So I have deep respect, because we are talking on Women's Day. I have deep respect for women who are termed as homemakers, right? People think only people like us who come out of our shell and work and receive awards are, the bigwigs of society. I fail to, or I beg to differ with that. I always, my heart goes off to those people who are silent workers. These days, like Women's Day or any such days, or Mom's Day, these are the days when those women get acknowledged. And I always feel, they should be rewarded and awarded, because their work is an unpaid labor. 365 days, 24/7, they work so hard. So whenever I look at my life, for 6 years, I don't know how many of you know about this. So I got married in 1994, and for 6 years, till 2000, I was a housewife. If I say this, would anybody believe? I don't know. For 6 years, I stayed at home. I was not practicing. I did nothing at all. But I enjoyed even that phase of life. So when I got an opportunity to prove myself, I never want to leave any stone unturned. I gave it all I can. I did it with all my might to make things happen. So I have been on both sides of this, and that is very important. I personally feel that, we need to encourage each other. And we are all women here. I think I don't see the other 6 people, but I hopefully understand that all of us are women on this platform right now. And I feel we need to be those people encouraging each other, pulling up each other, lifting each other up. Because just imagine if all of us are a team. How many of us here? 14 of us here. Imagine there is a race and all the 14 of us have to win. Even if there is one person who is slow, they say a chain will break with the weakest link. Have you heard that? So that one person can slow us down. So when we think about coexisting, when we think about equity, when we think about equality, when we think about camaraderie, we need to understand that we need to hold ourselves so tight that even when that weak person is slowing down, we are there to ultimately pull each other and move forward. That is the most important thing. And I feel this year's theme resonates with what I felt, and I'm so excited for that. And with the permission of Shweta, if all of us can switch on our videos and do this, can we all do that? Embrace equity, and we'll ask Shweta to click a picture of ours. Can we do that? Yes? So just put your hands over your shoulders. If possible, bring both your elbows together and hug yourself so tight, because that's how we can self-love ourselves. And only when we have something more, we can outpour it to others. Only if we love ourselves more, we will love our friends. We will love our fellow women. We will raise them up. So can we all do that? Shweta, over to you to click a nice pic of ours. Or anybody who is on the, yeah. Have you done it? Yes? Okay. So that selfly friends give that. I always take the example of the cup. If I have water in this cup, if you hit me and I move forward, what will spill out of this cup? Water. If I have tea, you hit me, I move forward, what will spill out? It will be tea. So whatever is there in me only will spill out. If I have hatred, if I have jealousy, that's what is going to spread out. So first, when we love ourselves, there's so much of love within us that when we are shaken, crushed, what will come out will be only pure love. And that's what I have for all of you here and those thousands of people who are going to listen to this podcast, which Shweta is going to put it on, the media. So thank you so much, Shweta. Thank you for that question. And thank you again, to give me this wonderful opportunity to express myself. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Vidya ma'am. Friends, if you have any questions, Mary ma'am, you've raised your hand. Please go ahead with your question.
Actually, I one thing I remember when my dad is like, we are a family of ladies. My dad told, if I'm working in Reserve Bank in a tension job is because you all support me a lot. So that's what I took from Vidya ma'am's. If that women of the family are very protective and they joined until this 40 years in Reserve Bank, we have not touched him to do this work. That we four of us, we united ourselves together. I and my sisters, my mother. So that's made my dad he had been the cash department head. Now he's no more. But if he had worked peacefully in that money, is because of us. So I feel the women of the house should be very tolerant, very patient for the man to go out and work.
Absolutely.
So that I really recognized in my house. So I always respect every woman, and I tell my friends also, give your daughters education. If you don't get, if your son is not studying well, also it's okay, but you educate your daughter. Because my father has educated me and my sisters very well. My sister's a dentist, my other sister's nutritionist. She's a lecturer, and he's educated me. This is what my family for ladies didn't. My cousin sisters didn't get. I got it because I fought for it. Because my father's sisters, like, they're going to others' house. Why education? That's what my father's sisters said. But when my sister got dental seat in CT, my parents said, why dentist? Dentist, what she's going to do? But today, my sister running my brother-in-law school. Now she's a coordinator. Even so, she's housewife, but she's running because the education my dad gave. So I'm really proud, like, to be in the part of this. Thank you very much, Shweta, for giving me opportunity to attend even to attend the webinar, so express my opinion.
Very
Thank you very
incidentally,
much
I
for
also
the
happen to
opportunity.
be a dentist, but yeah.
And ma'am, your talk was very meaningful. It really brought to what I want to say. So
Thank you,
always
sir.
your talk is always relating to my life, whether it is relating to others' life, I don't know. But your talk is relating to my. Every time I think of my father, if my father wouldn't have given three of us in tough times of my father's death, suddenly my dad is 7 o'clock. My dad spoke, 8 o'clock. My dad is not there. So to get that courage to arrange everything, funeral, everything, that's the education, the braveness my dad gave. Within one night, I arranged everything. With one night, with the help of my sisters and brother-in-law. That's all. Only no relatives came for though we had property, no one came. But the education which my dad gave, the courage which my dad gave, the braveness is what made it. And I did with lot of respect. That 48 days ceremony also, that Reserve Bank governor came to my house, that hall, that he's famous now, is Raghuram Rajan, sir, because he's the RBI governor. That time he was on a visit to Bangalore. He had come to see, because he said, Mr. George has given life for Reserve Bank. Why don't I attend this 40th day? So I made that, because RBI people come, they should respect, they should know who's George's doctors are. Now they should not think, oh, doctors, no, they didn't do anything. They should not. I should make my dad proud when he's not there. So I did it with lot of effort. I left off all that, my job, everything is okay. MSW goals also is okay. But I should prove my dad well, because he's given me that education. And he's given me the best. Why don't I give him the best? That the last thing I'm going to give is that celebration on the 40th day. For us, that is the last. For Christians, that is the last. So why didn't I made it as a festival. I told my mother, no, don't cry, ma. We have to celebrate our dad today. So I made it in such a way, so that's made me a woman. That really, because of my dad given education and the braveness he gave to three of us, we arranged everything. That's one thing I'm proud of, me and my sisters. Thank you for very much for the opportunity, Shweta, today. I thank you. If I have not also, I thank the opportunity you gave to me to speak on this platform. Thank you.
Questions. Can we move on to the next speaker? May I call upon my team member to give an introduction to the next speaker, Mrs. Supriya Adipalli, ma'am. Over to you, ma'am.
Anita,
Yes.
one second.
Yes.
I think Vibha wanted to talk something.
Yes.
She's been unmuting for some time. Yeah.
Sure, ma'am. Sure.
Want to say thank you, Vidya ma'am, for infusing that energy I was talking initially. So that thank you so much, and also Mary to motivate us with the real, with your personal example. So that actually means a lot to be all around, and we all are together. The purpose is really fulfilled, I guess. And thank you, Shweta, for inviting us today.
Thank you, Vibha, ma'am. May I call upon my team member to give an introduction to our next speaker, Mrs. Supriya, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. It was such an inspiration and jaw-dropping profile it was. And I would like to call upon the next speaker, Supriya, ma'am. Is a psychotherapist and has integrated different techniques and modalities to help clients. She continues to learn new skills each day. She has started journey with spiritual programs. She learned about mental health as an idea and taking forward to as a profession. She takes sessions to enlighten people and create positive impact on physical and mental health. I now call on Supriya ma'am to address the gathering.
Hello everyone. Thank you, Shweta. I think the entire panel is charged up, and everyone is, completely charged up. So we have said all the points which I'll be sharing in my own way. So maybe I'll just, quickly sing something to change or to charge as more. Okay. So as we know, songs have their own energy, and every song, every positive song, instantly lifts your energy to the next level. Okay. So I'll sing. Okay. जो दिल से लगे उसे कह दो हाय 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 जो दिल न लगे उसे कह दो बाय 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 आने दो दिल में आ जाने दो कह दो मुस्कुराहट को हाय 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 जाने दो दिल में चले जाने दो कह दो घबराहट को बाय 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 लव यू जिंदगी love you zindagi. Okay, the wonderful panel. So my topic today is perimenopause, and whatever has been shared so far as nuggets is a part of what I'll be taking on. So मुस्कुराहट को आने देते हैं और जो भी घबराहट है उसको जाने देते हैं. Okay, so I'll share my screen. Let me know if it's visible. It's visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is the topic. Um, Hello, perimenopause. Let's learn to sail through with ease and fun. So people ask me why not menopause. I said जब तक menopause का time आता है ना आदि जो है ना वाट लगी है. So perimenopause, in fact, or pre-perimenopause is a time when she should start doing what you're supposed to do. And that is, as everyone said in the panel today, self-love, love yourself, और खुद से प्यार करना खुद की जिम्मेदारी है किसी और की जिम्मेदारी. So that's the topic, and I'm not going into what is perimenopause and much about it. It's all available in the internet. So what it is easily said is 60% and more women experience some sort of symptoms, which results in the behavior changes. And 1 in 4, only 1 in 4, okay, or maybe 1 in 10 also, experience severe debilitating symptoms, and 2/3 of women say there is a general lack of support and understanding. I think we have addressed this topic very well when we say there is a lack of support and understanding. So, who is responsible for your happiness? Who is responsible for your health? Me. खुद से खुद की जिम्मेदारी है खुद से प्यार करो खुद का टेक केयर करो सेल्फ केयर इज द फर्स्ट थिंग so everyone who thinks husband should take care husband should understand or children should understand or colleagues should understand no पहले आप खुद को समझिए आप खुद को जानिए and that is where the mental health comes in today for us. So causes of perimenopause is, as we know, it's basically hormonal imbalance, particularly with low estrogen levels. Any more information you can check out internet. So I'll go with the psychological issues. Okay, like we talk about, gussa बढ़ जाता है, anxiety, depression, irritability, dizziness, difficulty in concentrating, fatigue, mood swings. Mood swings जो है, which is laughed about with all the TikTok videos and all the reels that we have made on women. वो कुछ और ही बढ़ा देते हैं, I feel. So these mood swings and all the psychological issues can be handled in today's world because we have beautiful techniques around. So physical symptoms, some I have put in, it can be one, two, or it can be a combination, or maybe you're not feeling anything, and that's absolutely okay. So the disclaimer is because many times what happens is we see one part of it. Oh, she said night space, thoda sa laga. And then we go, okay, all the rest of the symptoms, okay, I have this, I have this, I have this. So that is a disclaimer. It may not be all, or it may not be few. It can be one or two also. So whenever you're having, realize that just because somebody said all these physical symptoms, these are only possibilities. Okay. So it can be hot flashes, it can be night sweats, reduced libido, weight gain, urinary incontinence, vaginal dryness, and bloating. So this is something I have heard a lot. Each one of the symptoms. Many of them say, hot flashes, ऐसे suddenly गर्मी आ जाता है, फिर वो ठीक हो जाता है. And when that comes, I feel so uncomfortable. Reduced libido, unfortunately, we don't talk about this topic much. But reduced libido, what I have understood is we can certainly make it better. There are techniques, there are mindset changes, and there are ways and means where you can increase your orgasms, you can increase your libido with it. Weight gain and bloating, I have heard so many people saying, सुबह उठते हैं ऐसा लगता है, he is bloated. Weight gain has increased. That's something even I experienced. And I learned to overcome and, learn to take care and slowly decrease it. The next slide, I'll just share a few things because it seems there are some rare symptoms. So cold flashes, altered spatial awareness. I was not aware. It was when a client came with this issue, I was like, okay, this is also related to perimenopause or premenopause. Gum diseases, electric shock, feeling of insects. You feel like something crawling. Now again, all this may not be, will not be with one woman. Okay, so just chill and relax, please. Um, so many women experience painful intercourse also, and this is something that can be made better. There are techniques available today, so it's not a big thing, and that has taken me also my personal experience and talking with different doctors and therapists to understand how to overcome and how to help me and how to help others. In fact, I'm pursuing my psychology also, and I have taken this as my project, perimenopause as a project. And I remember a few of them saying, "Why do you want to take this project?" And I said, "This is something I am going through, and I want to add it in my professional work because I know women still face challenges in this. I know that there is something called perimenopause. In fact, before something also then can happen, and still I had difficulty in implementing, knowing, and getting it. So this is something I want to make a part of my work also. So yes, as everybody has said, mental health is definitely in your hands. Today, there are techniques available. There are absolute beautiful techniques available which help you to overcome your mental health, to overcome your mood swings, and you're able to do it much more easier than my mom did, say 20 or 30 years back. They didn't have these kind of techniques at those times, or maybe not, they were not available as freely as today we have. The only thing is we have to learn, we have to definitely practice and implement in our life. So these three things when you do, I don't see women going to 10. You safely put yourself at 5 or 6. If I'm taking the scale of 0 to 10 as the anger, when 10 is like I want to, throw my phone or break my television or do something like that. So the moment today I realize, it's rare now, but if I realize I'm going to that venture, I know how to get back. And that's the biggest blessing that we of today's women can have. So it's easy, learn, practice, and implement. Implement. As everybody said, reminders and make it a habit form. So this is something we also need to incorporate in our lives. So some simple techniques which everybody spoke about today, I'm also sharing in my own way. Okay, so these are some of the picks which we did as women in our society. So every year we have a cricket match. So once in a year we have, and I personally have stood on the ground like a trophy. I would go stand and come back and say, okay, we had a cricket match every year. So this year somebody took the initiative of doing the practice. They were like, "Abhi ek mahina hai, is baar hum proper practice करें." So every day, all the women would gather in the park. We have a beautiful space as you can see in the first picture, and we would play in the evening. Slowly, like a nursery child, all of us learned. And of course, we didn't graduate in it, but it was fun. 1 month practice we had. And suddenly, this practice created a lot of togetherness in us. This practice created, something, chalo, aaj chai peete, and somebody would bring the tea. So that's a small celebration also we used to have after the practice. So chai, fir nashta, a little talk, and that talk opened all the women to their personal lives also. So the friendships, although we stay in the same society, which was once in a month where there is a party or something, suddenly blossomed into a different way. Now when I look at them, I know I can talk to them. So I had a weekend picnic and my mom was staying alone. And I still had difficulty in telling him, can someone just call up my mom to ask if she's okay or not? And I was telling you to my neighbor, and she came actually to my home to ask how my mom is. And I thanked her. She said, "Hare, हम तो साथ में रहते हैं, इतना क्या है?" So that barriers, which we have of not asking, and especially because it's a social media world where we all are in our WhatsApps. So having this physical togetherness is somewhere missing in our lives, and that is something we have to cultivate as a habit also. And as women going forward, this is very important. And if someone thinks, 40 plus में दोस्तियां नहीं होती है, no. I have made all these wonderful friends. And I continue to make friends even at this, I'm 48 now. And I'm sure even when we be 60, 70, 80, I'll be still making good friends. So friends are a great support system because you can share your feelings with them. So social media में हम देखते हैं सिर्फ, यहाँ जब हम जाते हैं मिलते हैं, there is a different kind of energy that we can experience. And COVID has taught us that we need to get out and meet people. So the second one is a Christmas party, all girls party. So all of us dressed for ourselves, and everybody looked smashing and stunning, and every woman was complicating, complimenting each other, and everyone enjoyed. So we girls need to have a tribe of this kind where you just chill, relax, and do nonsensical things. Like in Holi, something very different happened, and we were all sitting after the Holi celebration, after the lunch on the lawn, and all nonsensical things were happening, and everybody was just chilling, relaxing in that phase. And why is important? Because the cognitive mind, which goes into ये मैं बोलूं, ये मैं नहीं बोलूं, ये मैं बोलूं तो क्या होगा, कल ये मेरा बॉस है, ये मेरा नेबर है, all that needs to, come down at least a little bit to enjoy what we have around us. The world where we are living in the global, but we don't know our neighbors, right? So that is a step we all, including me, need to take. Yes, as everyone said, create a me time. So I will not go into it. Have a good sex. I know I've spoken about, reduce libido. There are techniques you can go to the internet. There are therapists available, including me, who help you to take that experience a little get better than what it is. It is not just sex that happens in the bed. It is what you do in the entire day too. So hug your children, hug your husband, the kisses, the intimacy. Take time with your partner to go out. That is something I do. Whenever I have time and I see, I have time today to go out, can we go out for a walk? I have time today, can we go out and have a coffee today? So make that time with your partner to enjoy what you have in your life. The world today we live is, everybody is living their own world. So as partners also, they are living their own worlds. So we have to make that time to form that togetherness even at home. And that is extremely important. And as everyone said, connect with nature definitely. If you don't have the nature around, I have a video on connecting with nature. You can experience that video also. And that helps you ground to wherever you are. So even if you don't have the nature around, you can experience it through your senses. So yeah, my mission is to create a platform for women, which I'm already doing it. So I have few of the mental health programs in my platter. So one is a bodylicious program, perimenopause program, and this is the second call which I'm doing today, and I'm thankful to that. Learn the techniques to manage emotions. Today, it's not a rocket science. Today, there are techniques available, and you can not just manage, release the emotions. Because when you learn to release those emotions, your body gets better. So, whatever you're going through at the body level also lessens. And I'm also Reiki master, so we teach both energy and psychotherapy techniques. Okay? So, it's a wonderful book. Sex is not a four-letter word. So it's a wonderful book. Please read and learn to go beyond sex. I also take women's special programs for corporates, and I'm also a mindfulness trainer, and I take meditation sessions and other similar programs for them. Okay, so this is one of my program, Bodylicious. I love the word Bodylicious because that helps the body to make more delicious, and that's what we are here for. To enjoy the body as long as possible till the last breath. So learn to enjoy, make your body more delicious with proper diet, exercise, and definitely mental health. So this is a small description. I've written it down. So yeah, I think that was short and sweet. Have I? Okay, I'll stop my share. Let me know. Okay, am I visible now? I've stopped my sharing. Okay. So do we have time? I thought I'll take a small technique for grounding, but I don't think we have, right, Shweta? Yep.
Yes, ma'am, you can share a light up.
Uh, you want me to do? We have 5 more minutes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, after all the getting all the charged up that we had, let us. And somebody asked, yeah, Shweta asked as a reminder, do you have water around you? So please take a sip of water. I'm also taking. So after taking, please relax and sit back. I'll just take 5 minutes as so I have a grounding exercises on my YouTube channel also. You can take that also. So just relax yourself, close your eyes, and as you're breathing, breathe in and breathe out. And with every breath, relax. Observe the temperature of breathing in and out. We're all charged up, so relax. Breathe in and out. And as you breathe in, see that every breath you take, the next one is a little deeper than that. So you can breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth too. So breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. So relax from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. With every breath, now visualize as if a ball of energy is coming onto your head. And it is going in your head. And as it is going in your head is relaxing. All the emotions, all the charged up also right now, is coming down to an equality. Come down slowly to the entire face and head. And breathe in and breathe out. Slowly come down to the throat. Throat chakra, wherein we store or suppress our emotions. जो हम कहना चाहते हैं, we are not able to speak at times. कहूँ ना कहूँ, कहने से क्या होगा, ना कहूँ तो क्या होगा. So all that mental jolt that goes in, we suppress. So today, let it go and say, I choose to express with ease and with constructive mind. Come down to the shoulders, relax the shoulders where we have the burden of life carried on. Come down to the chest. Take a deep breath in out. Relax your upper back and your entire chest, your breast, your ribs, diaphragm. Come down to the upper abdomen, that is the Manipura chakra. The back of Manipura chakra, that is the middle back. Come down to the navel, to the back of navel, and slowly come down to the sacral chakra. Come down to the Muladhara chakra, that is still the coccyx and all the genitals, the complete pelvic floor. Relax, relax. Now go to the thighs, knees, come down to the knees, calves, feet, and to the ground. Get back to your shoulders, to the hands, to the fingers, and to the ground. So all the emotional upheavals, all the thought, feelings, and emotions, let it go from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet into the ground. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The Mother Earth has beautiful energies. So visualize going into the center of the earth and pulling the energies to your feet, to the calves, to the knees, to the thighs, your entire pelvic floor, the Muladhara chakra. Here I would emphasize you to learn the entire genital structure of being a woman or a man. So many times we see that we reject being a woman at certain level. So love your body and love every part of your body of what makes you a woman. Slowly come up. Spread more and more love to yourself and to the world below. Come up to the throat chakra, front and back, to the face, head, to the crown, and connect it with the universe. So here we have balanced our energies between the sky and the earth at the heart chakra. Continue to expand this energy to the love and spread the beautiful love in the world. So just stay there for a few seconds. slowly and slowly. Come back to the world slowly and slowly. Come back to the country, to the city, to the room you're into, and to your body. And as you're entering, just rub your shoulders, your thighs, rub your hands, put it on your eyes, soak the beautiful energies you've experienced, and the most important, give yourself a hug. So खुद की जिम्मेदारी है खुद से प्यार करो, and let us spread that positivity in the world more and more and more, and that is something we all require, including me. So thank you Shweta, thank you for this wonderful opportunity. I am inspired to be today's talk, and as you said, reminders. This is a reminder for me too, in all the areas of my life wherein I am not able to or not being able to do what I would want, to take that one more inch towards that. And that's a journey of life. And let's make it more beautiful and more beautiful and more beautiful. So, okay. Uh, so Shweta must be thinking, "Khatam nahi ho raha hai." Okay. I'll end it with one more lovely song that we all love. Um, हवा के झोंके आज मौसम से रूठ गए, गुलों की शोखियाँ जो भवरिया के रूठ गए, बदल रही है आज जिंदगी की चाल यहाँ, इसी बहाने क्यों न मैं भी दिल का हाल यहाँ सवार लूं, हाय सवार लूं, सवार लूं, हाय सवार लूं. So love you girls. Thank you for being here. Thank you.
Lovely, Supriya, lovely.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Supriya ma'am, for that for those wonderful inputs. And you have an amazing talent in singing, like Dr. Vidya also. She's also a very good singer. And with that, can we conclude today's session, Shweta? Yeah. Over to you, Ovia.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for such a talk. It was like enlightening because small daily activities can improve our mental health. We got to know that. And thanks for the calming activity that you did now. And we are in the end of the session. I pledge my heartfelt thanks to everyone, our sensational speaker, and my dearest listeners. Today's session was enlightening as well as brought a clarity in various topics. Personally, I found the session so informative because being women in the four wall and breaking their barriers and rocking in so many fields. So, thanks to every speakers for your valuable time. And over to Shweta, ma'am.
Thank you so much. And first of all, thank you all speakers. Every one of you, such a brilliant ladies, I can say. You are all are inspirations to me and everyone, every youth, everyone, I can say. Vidya ma'am, Payal ma'am, with Vibha ma'am, and Supriya ma'am, and every one of you has a talent inside you, and that you have shared with all of us today. And every detail have shared. And before I share the vote of thanks, I request our team member Anita ma'am to share something. Then I will share.
Yeah, thanks to all the wonderful speakers for making this session one. And thank you so much, Shweta ma'am, for sharing your valuable inputs. And thank you so much, Vidya ma'am, for sharing your valuable inputs. for their
Pooja ma'am, Vibhav Kapoor ma'am, Vidya Hari Iyer ma'am, Payal ma'am, and Supriya ma'am. And also, I want to thank all my team members, Ovia, and every one of you, like Anita ma'am. Behind there is an effort. And Lakshna, Mahima, everyone who have joined currently, Sharika, and Darshni. So every one of you behind the team is all are youth and all are active. Anita ma'am is also youth, and everyone supports so much, and we are so grateful to all team, and we are so grateful to all speakers for coming, for accepting our invite on this platform, Positive Health Healers platform. On this platform, we provide open opportunity, open platform, so everyone can come and share their views. And the goal, the vision of this platform is to bring positivity, to bring healing in the world, to transform the world, to make it sattvic, to make it Satu Pradhan, to bring a transformative energy. So thank you so much, everyone, for being part of this. And we are so grateful, and keep joining and keep inspiring us in coming sessions as well. Thank you so much. Over to you, Ovia.
Thank you, Shwetama, for this opportunity to host such a great session. And thanks to everyone. And that's all.
Now we will end our.
Thank you, Divanda.
So now we will end our this session with 2 minutes of silence. In this 2 minute of silence, we will remember all the blessings, all the learnings, all the gratitude for today's session or whatever you have in your life. And let's remember the God and the grace we have. For this 1 minute or 2 minutes, you just sit in silence and connect with God. Thank you so much, everyone.